What does your midsection look like right now as you're watching this? I'm serious, is it soft or does it actually feel firm? If you're sitting down right now and your stomach is folding, that's not 12%. That's not even close. Most guys who say I'm around 15 to 18% are actually closer to 20 to 25%. Let me show you something. This is what real body fat looks like. At 50%, you have so much body fat, your body doesn't know where to put it. At 40%, you lost the big sides, but you're still obese. At 30%, you're starting to lose it, but you don't have any shape. At 20%, no abs, it's still hard to take your shirt off at the beach. At 10 to 12%, this is the sweet spot. Abs are showing, but you're not super low in energy. And 6% is stage level shredded. And I've done this multiple times, even my last show when I eventually became an IFBB pro. If you noticed, at 20%, your abs don't show relaxed. Your lower stomach still hangs and your waist still looks really thick from the side. At 12%, abs are very visible without flexing, your waist is tight even when you're seated, and you have a V-taper that actually pops. What's even crazier is there's only one reason why 20% body fat is the hardest place to escape. Here's why everyone gets stuck here. You see, at 20%, your calories are already pretty low, progress might feel slow, and motivation starts dying, and you're not fat enough to see big, fast drops. At the same time, you're also not lean enough to see that definition that you want. This is the dead zone. Most guys quit right here just because they think something is broken. Remember the mistake I mentioned earlier? Here it is. Most guys treat 20% like the finish line, when it's actually the starting line. They end up slashing calories too fast, they add random cardio, and they end up chasing the scale weight. If you rush this phase, you don't get leaner, you just get flatter and more frustrated. Let me be very clear. You don't need to diet hard, you just need to diet cleaner. Here's the shift. For your calories, create a moderate deficit. For your protein, keep it high every single day. For your steps, keep that at 10K consistently and not extreme. And for your training, still lift heavy. No chaos or overdoing it. This phase isn't about suffering, it's about not screwing up the boring stuff. The next thing I want to talk about, why your training is sabotaging your fat loss. Here's the mistake almost everyone at 20% body fat makes. They train harder, but they get weaker. And they think that's normal. I'm here to tell you that it's not. If your strength is falling fast, your body is basically choosing to burn that muscle over fat. At this body fat level, your training has one job. Tell your body to keep muscle at all costs. That means clean reps and tracking progression, not just random workouts or just feel the burn sessions. And usually at this stage, this is where most people ask me, why did my diet work at first, but it then stopped? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your diet didn't stop working. Your margin for error just disappeared. At 30%, you can still mess up. At 25%, you can still slide by. At 20% to 15%, every mistake shows. Liquid calories, untracked bites from your wife, weekend flexibility, all of it, it counts now. At this level, one sloppy day can cancel 3 days of clean ones. This doesn't mean starving, it means tighter tracking 7 days a week. You just have to remember that the daily boring stuff is what wins here. And if you're at this stage and you want a free meal plan training split already built, so that way you're not guessing, I dropped my school community in the description. It's free. Grab the plan that matches your body fat level, then come right back. Because this next part is where most guys quit. Most guys think, I just need to do more cardio. No, you need better placement. Cardio should increase calorie output and not wreck your recovery. This is why I prefer daily steps and low intensity cardio. If your cardio makes you miserable, it's not helping your fat loss. It's setting you up for your next binge. At 20%, restraint beats punishment. Let's kill the fantasy why you even clicked on this video in the first place. 20% to 12% is not gonna happen in 30 days. Not for you or that fake Instagram transformation that you've seen. It's usually 16 to 20 weeks of steady execution with zero tricks. And that's normal. The guys who get lean aren't more motivated. They just stop trying to rush the process. Here's the truth most people avoid. You don't lack discipline. You lack structure. You are making decisions every single day instead of following a system. And that decision fatigue is what kills your consistency. If you are sitting at 20% right now, nothing is broken. You're just at the hardest phase. So stop rushing, stop guessing, stop negotiating with yourself, tighten up your execution, protect your strength in the gym, and track honestly. The last thing is repeat longer than it feels comfortable. That's how 12% happens. And if you want help applying this with zero guesswork, the link is in the description to work with me one-on-one for your transformation this year. This is no hype, just structure and accountability with a professional. And if you want to learn how to properly transform your body, click on the video on the screen.